something I can't replace. Chichi Mochilo, you're the one I call. Let go, baby, so come. I need you, only you, in each and every way, on each and every day. It's something I can't replace. Of all that there is, you're the surest. There's no probability you've been here the longest. That day my melody, keep at that belly, say you're the highest. There's no contest, no matter who you are. When I'm up, you're my spiral. You're my backbone, my spinal. Me, I do everything you say, cause your every word is final. You're my rock, you're my solid, yeah. You're my pillar, you're my pilot. I mean, I look at what you made, and everything is special. Chichi Mojilo, you're the one I call. Let go, baby, so come.
Behind me are stacks of blocks, which implies one thing: infrastructural development. Here at Billionaire Island Phase 8, infrastructural development has commenced, and we will give you more updates in the coming days.
True to our word, infrastructural development has since commenced at Billionaires Island by Cedarwood Phase 8, with the frontal perimeter fencing ongoing, amounting to 30% delivery. More portions of the job will be delivered in record time. A blend of our signature brick and concrete, the perimeter fencing will also feature unique artwork designs. For the proposed glass gatehouse, damp-proof course is ongoing, built, sand-filled and awaiting oversights. With concreting to follow, reinforcement for the gate pillars have been done as gate fabrication continues at the different locations. Ahead of the first batch of fiscal allocation in the estate, setting out and plot demarcation will commence this week 20 of 2024. Beyond providing you an affordable opportunity to acquire property, we want to build you a garden city estate, hence a subscription invitation to you. Billionaires Island by Cedarwood Phase 8 is currently selling at 5.5 million naira per 464 square meter plot, but you can acquire yours at an early bird price of 3.5 million naira till May 19, 2024. Subscribe today.
Station number Hill. Now you can see behind me the wonderful gatehouse. It's so magnificent. You can see what P1 Plus is doing. This gatehouse is almost completed, although this property is sold out. But I just want you to know that what we're doing here, we're doing it simultaneously across all our estates here in Aba. So if you miss out of Lush Garden by Cedarwood Extension, miss out of Lush Garden by Cedarwood Phase 2, miss out of Lush Garden by Cedarwood Phase 3, this is Lush Garden by Cedarwood Phase 4. I'll be taking you to. It's just a minute away from here. Just a minute drive. It's just a minute. So we'll be taking a drive to the next spot, which is Lush Garden by Cedarwood Phase 4. And believe you me, you're going to love it. And if you miss out of it, I don't know what else is coming for you. So don't miss out. Let's go to Lush Garden by Cedarwood Phase 4. Come on. All right. I told you in just a minute, I'll be leading you from Lush Garden Extension to Lush Garden by Cedarwood Phase 4. You can see sitting on the major road. This is Lush Garden by Cedarwood Phase 4. Let me tell you something when it comes to property acquisition. Buy land when it's less attractive. When it becomes attractive, it becomes expensive. This property you're seeing here is currently selling for 2 million naira. However, the actual price is 2.5 million naira. In a couple of days, we're going to bulldoze all of these bushes you are seeing here, and then we'll make it a beautiful edifice. Perimeter fencing will go, the gatehouse construction will begin, and then every other thing will start springing up. At that time, it will now become expensive. So if you want to buy now, buy it now. That is less attractive. Provided it's attractive, the rest assured it will be expensive. The best time to buy property is now. This is Lord Garden by Cedarwood phase 4, by next week, I will come again to do video here, and by then we would have cleared, by then the price would have changed. Wish you all the best. Be wise. The best time to buy property is when it's less attractive.
Everything for yama yama. I can't explain the wonders of your presence in my life. Not only you be God, I know it no go into life. But you may put you down. I throw a salam. Oh yeah, me. I praise you forever. Yeah.
When you check come, you go know who the blessings that follow from the north side to the.
All right, a beautiful morning to you, Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome to yet another amazing. Okay, so there's this thing that happens that I usually hear myself like double. Will I say double or triple or four poo or even five poo, six poo? So when I talk, I hear myself like multiple times, and it usually drag. And when it drags like that, it makes me feel like that's the way I'm talking. So it then it then begins to just not make me even talk straight like as the way I should talk until I unmute whatever it is that makes me sound draggy, double, and all that. Beautiful morning to you, Lagos, Nigeria. Everyone under the very sound of my voice. Welcome to the Morning the Light program on Nigeria's first real estate radio. This is Wednesday, 10 minutes past the hour of 10. My name is David, and we are Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio. Trust you had a wonderful night rest, and hope your Wednesday is going fine as planned. Well, right on the screen, I can see the effect of puberty on my face. I think, to God be the glory, I'm growing. I'm no more a child, so I'm not having... All right, trust you had a wonderful night rest and hope your day is going fine as planned. It is the last Wednesday of the month of May. Yes. What's today's date? I think today is 28. Okay. Is it 28? 29. Wow. Salary earners. How far? You people. See, I want to pray for all the salary earners listening to me right now, watching me wherever you are. You will not use your salary to treat malaria. You will not use your salary to treat typhoid. Your money will be used judiciously. Your money will not finish before the end of the month. Your salary will not be used to settle case in court. Your salary will not be used to give Nigerian police bribe. Your salary will not be used to pay LASMA. That money that you will receive at the end of this month, it is blessed. It is favored. It will increase. It will multiply. You will use it for good. It will not waste. It will not lose. 419 people will not steal it. In Jesus' name, amen. And now that I've prayed for you people, I think it would be wise for you to just ask for my account number to give me prayer offering. And what do you mean? See all the anointing, all the strength, all the bang bang dun and everything that I used to pray for you, and you don't want to give me prayer. I know now. I know you are not a wicked salary earner. I know you are not a wicked salary earner. All right. Beautiful morning, beautiful everyone. Beautiful morning to you. Welcome to Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio. It is the last Wednesday of the month of May 2024. And we'll begin something today for the very first time. And yes, we'll begin every last Wednesday of the month. Every last Wednesday of every month, we'll be having what I call town hall meeting. Yes, we'll be having what I call town hall meeting. And yes, today actually happens to be the very first edition of the town hall meeting. It's an idea that dropped in my mind last night. I went to get something, so I was walking back home, and that thing just be like when the spirit is ministering to you, just spoke into my mind, just spoke into my head, and then I was like, that's good, that's a good idea, and I decided to let's be doing it every last Friday. No, Friday. Why am I so in a hurry? Did I say Friday? Let's be doing it every last Wednesday on the Morning Delight program. It's called the Cedarwood Luxury Town Hall Meeting. Cedarwood Luxury Town Hall Meeting. So it will be coming up every Wednesday, last Wednesday of the month. Okay. So everyone under the very sound of my voice, do well to like, do well to comment, and do well to share as well wherever you are. I would love to hear from you. Let me know where you're watching me live from. Let me know where you can hear us live from. You can also be part of the town hall meeting. So I reached out to a few persons from different locations and see if they'll be able to be part of the session this morning. A friend of mine based in Abuja actually showed interest in it, but later declined because of she had toothache and then she was unable to do it. I think another person based in Abeokuta actually accepted, but when the show was about to start, something came up and he was unable to. And I hope I'll be able to have other persons that I invited to. I've sent the invitation, I've sent the link to them. Hopefully they'll be able to join the WhatsApp group call. Yes, I think we'll have the WhatsApp group call on this live stream in the comment section. So look out for the WhatsApp group call. Feel free to join the WhatsApp group call and let's talk. If not, the show continues. Yes, that is it. Anything new, would definitely have at the very first, if you just born picking for the first time, it might not really start working immediately. So with time, yeah. So hopefully the next edition of the Cedarwood Luxury Town Hall Meeting would have people in the studio, would have quite a number of people join us as well. Yeah, that's the link. Join us as well via the WhatsApp group call. Yeah, so that's it. And like I said, it was an idea that just dropped in my spirit last night, and then I decided to say, okay, yes, let's begin with it this very Wednesday. And another reason why I decided to I would have said, okay, since the idea came yesterday, let me start next week. But no. Today's actually a very significant day. It marks the 1 year of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration in office. Yeah, if I get that right, if I did that, I did justice to that statement. It's the 1 year, or let's say it's the 1 year anniversary of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration. Here in Nigeria, of course, obviously Nigeria. And also May 29 usually used to be acknowledged as May Day or Democracy Day. Yes, and I'm going to give you a brief history of that very, very one. Now, so I was discussing with someone. Someone just called me this morning and said, asked me to clarify on the May Day. Okay, good morning. I think I have somebody. Yo, I hope you're able to hear me. Good morning. I think I have Judith on the line. Okay, yes, C-Wave is here. Good morning, guys. If you can hear me, say good morning.
Good morning.
Okay.
David.
All right. C-Wave. I think C-Wave is in Lagos.
Good morning, David.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I don't know if you can hear me. Good morning.
I can hear you, my brother. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Good morning once again. And good morning to everyone listening right now.
Yes. We are live on Facebook and also on YouTube. I should share the live link with you right about now. Judith, I see Judith. I think Judith is in Port Harcourt. Yeah, Judith, if you can hear me, say hello and... Judith! Okay. Maybe Judith is in the office. So yeah, a brief history, like I made mention earlier, someone called me this morning. I don't even know who the person is. See where we have the live link. I've sent the live link to you so you can share the Facebook and YouTube live link. So yeah, someone called me this morning.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Someone called me this morning and said I should clarify something May 12th and May June, that since I'm on radio, in my mind I'm like, really So he needed clarification on the May 12th and May 12th and what's it called now, and May 29 democracy controversy, and then I gave him some explanation for the benefit of those that don't know. Now, yes, just a brief history on May 12th and May 29. Now, from 1999. Nigeria constantly celebrated Democracy Day to mark the end of military rule and the return of power and control into the hands of those freely elected by the people. On this day, Nigerians recommit themselves to ensuring we protect and preserve the ideals of democracy. In 2018, it was Democracy Day was moved from 29th of May to 12th of June. This change was to remind all Nigerians of one free election, which the presumed winner, along with Nigerians, were denied their rights and choice. So this was the layman explanation I gave to the person that reached out to me. That okay, initially Democracy Day was May 29. And since there was a historic occurrence, of a democratic elected president on May 12th, they decided to say, okay, let's just leave it at May 12th, since May 12th has something more historic. And May 29 doesn't have anything historic about democracy. Hope I did justice to that. All right, see if I will stick together. On the town hall meeting this morning, we want to look into, like I said, today happens to be a very historic day because, yes, it is office, and today is also used to be known as this thing. So we will be talking about your experience, achievement, illustration. For those of you watching me live now on Facebook and on YouTube, and for every other person under the very sound of my voice, there is a link on our Facebook comment section. In the Facebook comment section, there is a link where you can use to join the WhatsApp group call live and direct, so you can feel free to talk. I have Judith, I have C-Wave, and I believe we'll have other persons that has the live link to join us in the course of this discussion this morning. I want to start, C-Wave.
Yeah, I'm with you, David.
Yes, so before I come to you, hope you can still hear me because
I'm with you.
Okay, I want to be sure I'm not muting the mic. I want to begin the conversation. Yes.
Well, I must say that this Tinubu's regime has been very, 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 very funny in the sense that the policies that has been put in place, as if you check very well, see that the standard of living is very high, and so people still believed, which I also believed, that Nigeria will get better. But to just answer the question, it has not been easy with us. There's high cost of fuel, transportation is high, food stuff, to get food these days. If you see somebody who is still feeding 3 square meal in a day, man, that person is Odogu. That person should be celebrated. So everything has skyrocketed to, it has not been easy with us. Me personally, but God has been faithful. And I can swear tell you that it has not been easy on Nigerians. But I know, and I trust that we are heading to a better place. So let me just stop here for now.
Okay, yeah. I'll ask you further questions. Now, when it comes to, you see that food part that you mentioned there? I used to buy, there's this place, Mimido's Kitchen, and let me put out the name. So I usually buy 3 fufu, 3 swallow, and soup. And I think you used to go for 800 naira or 700 naira. I think with one fish or so, with meat it will be 800. I mean, without meat it is 600 or 8 or 700, something around that. Do you know that these days that 3 swallow no they do me again? Now 4 swallow now. And from that 800, I think I usually spend 1,900. I think, yeah, 19 from 800 to 1,900. So when it comes to that food part, it is really, really something big. Now I want to read an editorial from the Guardian newspaper. Yes, the Guardian newspaper. But just let me share this. I want to quickly share this. Let me quickly share this link on my Facebook. Okay. See, Wave is like you're doing something, so you just mute your mic. So when you're about to talk, you will unmute it. You get it? Shay, you hear me? Okay, so just give me a few seconds. I'm trying to share this link on my Facebook. Yeah, so where is President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda? And that's an editorial from the Guardian. An editorial from the Guardian. Let's begin with that.
Are we still here?
We are still here. I just had to. I'm with you. We are still here. I just had to quickly share the link on my Facebook. Yeah. Okay. So I'm reading from the Guardian, an editorial on the Guardian. Where is President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda? Before I continue, see, Wave, renewed hope. Was it, or will you call it a scam? Or you know how you want to kill a chicken, you will now start spreading rice on the floor for the chicken to follow. You spread it, enter your room. If the chicken can't follow, once it reach your room, you just grab and slaughter and enter pot. Do you think that was? Do you think will I say that, or should we say that is what played out? For every other person listening to me, would you say that is what played out, or that is what the APC, the Tinubu, that is what APC used to lure Nigerians? See, where did you get the question? Okay, somebody just joined Perpetua, from Lagos. See, Wave. Okay, before he comes up. Good morning, Perpetua. Can you hear me?
I don't know what happened before.
Yeah.
My network was really bad.
Yes. Perpetua, say hi if you can hear me.
So where are we now, sir?
Yeah, I asked a question. Renewed hope. Because I'm about reading an editorial from The Guardian that says, where is President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda? That question, if you ask me, now who I go ask? And then I gave a scenario how not we, because I'm not part of them. You know how people usually lure chicken into their room with seed of rice? See, if you know that level now. Okay, I think you cannot hear me. Well, this is network. Network can be very, very funny. Now, it says today marks the first anniversary of the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who rose to power on the mantra of renewed hope agenda for a better Nigeria. Clearly, this is an administration that has left no one in doubt of its bold policies, especially around the economy. But quite confounding are the policies' glaring conflict with the platitude of hope and a better country for Nigeria. The truth is that the country is now worse off than Tinubu met it. Yet the administration seems adrift from the existential free fall into which it has plunged the country in just 12 months. All right, guys, can you hear me? I understand there is a network challenge. Okay, I can see loading. Papa Joe, can you hear me? Please, once you join in and you can hear me, just say hello so that I can know that you are here. Now, section 14, 2B of the 1999 Constitution, as amended, delineated the primary responsibility of government as the welfare and security of life and property. Yet, they are the two fundamentals that have eluded successive administrations. Please, if you can hear me, if you just joined, if you can hear me, just say hello. But which Tinubu's electioneering campaign promised to deliver to a mammoth of beleaguered Nigerians? That's big English there. T-Wave. Okay. It was clearly not going to be a stroll in the park after years of mismanagement by the two leading political parties. For instance, in the 8 years that Muhammad Buhari was in office, the Naira lost 70% of its value against the dollar, while the price level increased by 220% from 170 points to 540 points. Wow. Amazing. The unemployment rate went from 7.5% to 33.3% until the NBS stopped releasing official data, just as the fiscal deficit rose from less than 1 trillion naira to 7.4 trillion naira. I think I have Onyidamola here. Good morning. Can you hear me? Hope I'm not the one. Okay, good morning, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good morning. I can hear you now.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness. I didn't know my mic was mute since all this while. All right. Perpetua, if you can hear me. Judith, if you can hear me. C-Wave, I see you. Onyidamola, I see you as well. All right, guys. Thank you very much and welcome. It's a town hall meeting, different from what this time around. Should we call it Bala Blue? All right. Okay, yeah, Perpetua, please unmute your mic and say hello.
Hi, hello.
Aha. Okay. Yeah. So we're talking about
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you, my sister. I can hear you. Okay, so I see Judith. Judith is just in the background. She's reaching us from Port Harcourt. I was supposed to have Dara from Abuja. I was supposed to have another Taiwo from Abeokuta. But since it's the very first edition of the town hall meeting, it's it has a little higgy haga here and there. All right, so I'm reading an editorial from The Guardian, but let me ask Onyidamola, please, so far so good, 1 year in office, how has it been for you?
Oh, wow. Okay. Good morning, everyone. For me, I feel it has just been a race for everybody, because I won't say, although I won't be speaking for myself alone, but I know definitely that yes, it has been a race. Like, nothing is balanced. What you see today will be different from what you get to see again tomorrow. Like, it's not, and it's just different. Like, a funny thing is, in as much as I feel like Nigerian, we are actually used to, adapting to things. Yes, I think
that's true. Very, very true. We are quick to adaptation.
But then, as at this point, it's more like we're actually losing that energy, because this is even going beyond our capability. But then, like, God has been faithful, though.
As a business person, I know you are, and that reminds me, from next week on the Morning Delight program, we'll be having young people who are into different business come to the studio to talk about what they do. It's just a platform and a way to, give everyone the opportunity to expand their reach and let everybody know what they're doing. And it's going to be done. I mean, it's going to be free of charge. So we'll be having business owners, young entrepreneurs come to the studio to come talk about what they do. It's a platform, I'm giving out, or we are giving out here on Cedarwood Luxury Radio to everyone, especially the young ones, small scale business enterprise, small scale business owners to come talk about their business. Now, for you, Damola, as a business person, I've seen pictures and videos of, funny pictures and videos online, different platforms. For instance, I saw one lately. It says after charging a customer 30K for an outfit, after charging a customer 30K for an outfit, you get to the market and you ended up spending 28,000 naira to get materials. How has it affected you as a business person?
That's actually very funny, truly, because it's more of like you're actually talking about me too. So because one thing is, most times our customer become our family. I'm using that one because the moment you patronize me today, and then like I automatically want to keep you for my own good, give you reasons to stay. When next you come or and then you want to patronize me, in that same, for example, like you got something from me, and you still want to get that thing like tomorrow, that irrespective of the fact that yes, okay, I still want to keep you, and I get to the market and I see that yes, things are actually different. On my own side, because that's happened to me, one thing I do is I call you back and I tell you, this is how things go. So let me give you a scenario.
Yes.
Such a thing has actually happened to me, and then I called the customer back, and the customer was like, "Oh yeah, return my money." And as at that point, I already got the material with my own money. Like I added money to just get, because of, like I said, my customer and my family, because I can't actually treat my family bad. That's one of the one of my own belief in terms of my business. So like you telling me to return your money back, I feel somehow like, and the truth be told, I had to make that stuff for that customer. Wow. And then like later, and he had to send the money back. But this is it for me. Like it's not really easy on anybody's side, because it's not even about what I produce alone. Everybody that deals with that does their own business or the other, we all face this thing, because fully, to be frank with you, it is not even constant. Like we don't have a uniform price in the country like this.
Yes. So, the one you see something today and tomorrow it's another thing.
Exactly. So like I just feel like, in as much as some people will claim not to understand, like no, now the money even said is even high. See, the truth be told, like we are just still doing this thing because we just don't want our name to to be forgotten. Yes. We just don't want our brand to be forgotten.
Yes.
The truth be told, like even if they bring another person to rule us, it's still going to be like that, because there's still something we need to do, like that needed to be done in this country, which is uniform, making things uniform in terms of price. Because it's not even about stuff, because Tinubu is not just the one ruling everything in Nigeria, but all well and good. Nigeria won't stop having that issue until when price can be regulated for good.
Fantastic. Beautiful. All right, sir. Perpetua, I want to speak to you now. So unmute your mic, Perpetua. If you can hear me, unmute your mic. Now, before I ask you the question I had in mind to ask you, I have in mind to ask you. I made mention earlier that I'm reading an article from The Guardian, an editorial from The Guardian newspaper. The Guardian newspaper is asking a rhetorical question this morning. It says, where is Tinubu's renewed hope agenda? Okay. This one says here, it says here that more like one who had longed for office all his life, Tinubu from day one rolled out aggressive economic reforms of the neoliberal market models. The first led to the removal of fuel subsidy, then the electricity subsidy, the imposition of more taxes, including security levy, and the devaluation of the naira. Surface Suffice it to the note that these are all costs passed on to the people, 63% or 133 million, which are multidimensionally poor. So, in other words, all the policies, all the implementation that this administration started with, and is at the end of the day affecting the multidimensional poor people in Nigeria. Perpetua, for you, I gave a scenario. The very first line of what I just read now says, more like one who had longed for office all his life, Tinubu from day one rolled out aggressive economic reforms. All right. You know how people usually lure chicken into their kitchen or their room to kill it at the end of the day? Do you think this is what the APC and the Tinubu administration did when they came up with the renewed hope agenda? Now, the Guardian is asking, where is that renewed hope? Would you say that, these people have used seed of rice to lure chicken into the kitchen so that they will be able to slaughter the kitchen? Because, yeah, of course, I said the first led to the removal from removal of fuel subsidy, electricity subsidy, imposition of different tax levies, devaluation of the naira, and so forth and so forth. Will you liken this scenario that I gave to what the Tinubu administration is doing with their renewed hope agenda? Perpetua, yeah. Over to you.
Of course, yeah, I think that's what they did because just like the way everybody thinks, once you become a politician, it's your turn to eat the money. As politicians, they don't care what is going on in the country. They only care of how they are going to increase their net worth. He went there with the agenda that it's my turn to eat. Because he has limited time. Like he said in one of his interviews, or you have seen it online, when he said, you people did not put me in. He went that his father knew what he was going there to do. Even if we complain from now to tomorrow, he knows what he went there to do.
Yeah,
and
continue.
That's what he's doing.
The
only thing is that we as Nigerians are always settling. We have this mentality of it's Igbo's country now. Nobody wants to really say this is what is right. Let us do it. Everybody's looking for how it will fit themselves. Even if another person comes today, tomorrow, be it the Pope comes into rule Nigeria, it will take Jesus himself to even come to make the country better. Because everybody's after themselves. You cannot even grow. Because if we say, okay, our governments are bad and we want to change it, we have to, you have to, like Jesus said, move the own stone in your eyes before you're looking at the person's phone. But no, everybody wants to be. When I get there, I'm going to take it. Because politicians, they were not born politicians. They started somewhere. They saw things. They know things. When they get there, they will do their own thing. So I think we should stop focusing on who did this and who did that and start thinking of how we want to make the country better. Because if the next election comes today, right, because this election was not an easy one. This election was one that everybody knew Nigerians were tired and they wanted a change. But what happened still happened. So the fear is our professionals, we should stop focusing on the mistake we have made. I think we should start focusing on the solution. What's going to be the next thing that happens? Are we going to leave this man to keep treating us like this? Are we going to keep settling for this? Are we going to allow them? Because some people are like, it's APC turn, it's APC turn. Even if they change the name of the party, so coming back tomorrow, and it's the same people that are inside. We change. Even if you bring somebody from only knows where, and the person still has the same mindset.
Yes.
He will
the same mindset.
So I don't put it in a way that I don't know how to put it in a way that I don't want to cut Tinubu a sense. But I think we focus too much on demand that we don't really see the problem. All of us are at fault. We should learn to say, okay, this is the problem. Let us fix it. People, if we want market, they will increase the price because they're like, I want my own money. So people will have the goods and keep it so that the scarce in the market just to increase the price. Everybody's after this. So if we keep on accusing the government, they will keep on doing what they are doing because we are the government. You will go and be like, say when people was eating, everybody kept quiet. It's my own turn. When I get there, I will eat. And even if the man has the mind of, okay, let me do this way and let me do that this way, if people around him will also be like, please, I don't know, even if you want to be the saint in this matter, this is not my problem. I release the fund to do this, but the person is releasing it to the person doing with the money. Tinubu is not the only one ruling the government. He has vice president. He has senators, he has even down to local government chairman. They get for. So we should start from there. That's where we should start rooting the problem from. Not but just trying to. It's just like your tank is bringing out bad water. You are washing the tank. You are not thinking of how deep your bowl is. You keep pumping muddy water. Even if you change your tank, your tap, but you keep pumping muddy water. You're always changing the container. So I think we should start thinking of how we dig deep and take care of the problem.
Perpetua. Hey, one bottle of beer for you. Seawave. Are you see there?
I'm here with you, sir.
You've heard everything that Perpetual has said.
Yeah, so that was a good one.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Now, from what she has said, some Nigerians are of the school of thought that it is those that are around the presidency. You know, that time that Jonathan was on seat, and they said Jonathan is actually a good man. He has good intention. But those around him, the same thing was said during Buhari's time. Those around him. Now, is it the same thing that is playing with Tinubu's administration? Those around him. Do you think so? Because you see, I made mention from the very first day, his administration began with some policies. So is it those around him that influence those policies that has made life difficult for Nigerians? Because it is clear, very clear and glaring that some of these policies that was put in place, some of these policies that came up actually didn't go through thorough scrutiny, thorough what's the word now? It just escaped my head. But you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't want to use the word investigation because that's not the right word, but I'm just trying to say, like, thorough research and all that, and how the effects, the side effect, the benefits, the other side of it, just, you know. So do you think it is those around him that influenced, or probably, I'm also looking at it from another angle. You know how you can intentionally make everywhere dirty and later make it look neat so that people will praise you for making the place look neat. Because I remember some time ago, you know, when this Boko Haram thing, and only Damola, if you want to say something quickly, you know, when this was very rampant in Nigeria, some Nigerians of the school of thought is that it is an intentional and gets the praise later and say, oh yes, and you know, you get what I'm trying to say. So let's talk about that.
Yeah. Okay. Once again, let me say good morning to everyone. Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, world. Okay, first I want to say that there is no excuse for failure. You know, this excuse of only saying that I am good is just the people around me that has to work exactly the way I want it to work.
Yeah.
To some extent, that can be true. That can be true, rather, but not totally true, because you are the one in charge, and if the head is bad, every part of the body, every part of the other side too, will also be bad. Now, you know, we know this saying that says that how did they even put it again? Oh, fly together. This
birds that friends that birds of the same feather. I mean,
Yes,
birds of the same feather flock together. Yeah.
Flies together. It is the kind of person that you are that determines the kind of people you bring into your cabinet, that you bring into your team. I am a leader for a local church, an example. In my local church, I head the drama department. Recently, I discovered that things were not working the way I expected it to work.
Yeah.
So what did I do? I discovered that it's one person that was trouble. I reshuffled, and that person is my,
The person happens to be somebody very close to you, somebody, you know that kind of bias. You see, that is what happens. Yeah, continue.
Put in order. Try as much as possible. If you fail today, there's no excuse. It is the leader that will hold responsible.
Yeah.
Who fails today, it is Tinubu that we know. It's Tinubu we know. We cannot go there. It is also the man. Because you are the one who is in charge. You are the one that put them into power to work with you. So whatever thing they are doing, whether right or wrong,
yes,
still falls back to you.
Yes.
So I don't want to see that as
an excuse. All right. Oyindamola, I'm coming to you now, but let me just take a paragraph from the editorial that
is not an excuse.
Yes,
but
yes.
And I want that way Nigeria is right now.
Yes,
it's not too pleasant.
Yeah.
But like Perpetua, it's Perpetua that just spoke now.
Yes.
Like Perpetua said, even if a pope becomes our president, things might not still work the way we want it to work. Because we always have poor people among us, whether you or not. Even in this regime now that everything is expensive, everything is cost, there are people who are still, as in houses, I can tell you, let me bring my voice low because I'm at home. My landlord, I can tell you how many houses that he's building currently, not one at once, in this same Tinubu regime. In this same Tinubu regime. So what I would advise, I did one video on this and I said, don't ever believe that you cannot make it in this. That is the first mindset you must get rid of. Don't ever say because the government is bad, you cannot make it in this government. What you have to do is just to look for a way to make money in this economy. I'm not saying the government is doing too well. No, I'm not saying they are doing too well. But my aim here this morning is to give hope to someone. I don't want us to finish this broadcast and we'll now have some people who are casted. We'll now have some people who will now become depressed or some things like that. So the government is not really doing. They are not doing well. I'm not too political. It's because when you told me they were going to discuss about politics, okay, let me even do a little research about about politics. Do a little research at least to be in line.
Now,
what to be discussing here today.
Yeah. You said yes.
The government has not been doing very well. Now, let me just crown it up. Now, that excuse of always saying that this man is a good man and the people around him, there is no excuse. Like I said, no excuse for failure.
Yes.
Failure is failure. You cannot be giving me an excuse why this thing did not work. We put you there in the first place to make sure that things are working. So whatever thing it will take you to make it work is what you should do. Yes. If you think the people that you have with you in your cabinet are not you want them to do,
enough.
You should do reshuffle. You have the chief staff, as the chief armed forces of, I've forgotten the way they say it. You are the one in charge. Take out anyone you want to take out, bring anyone you want to bring in. By all means, make sure it is working. No excuses of telling me that this person is a good man and this person is not a good man. Then the other thing you said that you made mention of example as Boko Haram, that they use maybe they use this as a bait to spoil something and all of that. Yes, that is politics for you. I can even tell you that as even in war, when war is going on and people are dying, they are killing people. Some people are still making from the war, and they don't want the war to end. For instance, now if war, they are fighting war in a country. Those who supply and those who supply, they are making money regardless of people who are dying, and they don't care. They want to make more money. The same way it is in politics and policies that governments make. If they make policies today, there are some people it and there are some people it will work for their own good. That is life. And when you get this, life will be easier for you. When you understand this about life, life will be easier for you. So I want to also speak to the maybe to the young men, young people, rather listening to me or listening to us. See, please do not wait for Nigeria government to get better. Keep doing what you are doing. Keep striving. Look for a possible way to make money in this economy. Look for a way. There are ways. There are people who are making good money, as in on daily basis.
That's true.
Good money.
That's true.
So I think I can stop here so that others can also.
All right.
But if there's anything that you want me to talk on, like
because of our time, because of our time, we'll begin to draw the curtain, and I would love. I'm going to give everyone about a minute to just give to say one or two things before we call it a day. But I quickly want to. I initially wanted to read out something. Let me just read this part, and then we'll give everyone about a minute to say one or two things, and then we'll move. Please, I also love to encourage everyone. Feel free, do well to pick up the Guardian and read up on this very article, the editorial on Tinubu's renewed hope. A rhetorical question was asked: where is President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda? An editorial on the Guardian. Do well to pick it up and then read up on it. Now it says specifically, Tinubu's removal of fuel subsidy without a clear-cut plan to ameliorate the intensity of its sundry hardship exposed his administration as inept. The immediate shocker for the public was the spike in prices of essential commodities by nearly 200% in hours, and every other thing followed through the roof. A year after the decision and promise to fix the local refineries, prices of fuel are heading to a 300% year-on-year increase in some parts of the country. Yet public refineries have remained cornerstone. Cornerstones. The policies have all caused the cost of living to gallop astronomically. Today, a 3-month minimum wage of 90,000 naira can only buy a 50-kilogram bag of rice in the open market, while a daily minimum wage can only afford an adult a healthy diet, for which the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) estimated at 982 naira as of March this year. Between March and now, the prices of tomatoes, oil, vegetables, fish, and other ingredients for preparing a healthy meal have shot up. Okay. All right. The way forward, 1 minute for everyone. In your own opinion, if you are given the opportunity to meet with the president, what would you say? What are those things that you would suggest to him as the way forward from the current situation we are in? Let me start with Onyedamola.
Okay. But please, can you do me a favor? I really want to say something on what the brother that just finished talking.
Okay, please feel free.
Although Patricia actually said something regarding what I want to say, but then I just want to.
Yes.
Okay, this is it. As much as people are hearing us.
Yes.
I'm actually a government student. I'm a public administrator.
Okay.
And most times I hear Nigerians talk about Tinubu this, Tinubu that. We need to understand that, yes, this government government we are talking about has 3 tiers. And that the one important part, yes, is local government. Local government is just like your family. And the funny thing is, people apportion blame on Tinubu. I'm not a fan of Tinubu. I can say it anytime, any day. But I love to say the truth. Local government is there. And the definition of local government, one of the smallest local definition is, it is the 3rd tiers of government. It is the closest tiers of government.
Yes.
It is created because they want it to be close to the people in order to help people. Like in order to give people reason to express themselves, they can actually see what people are going through and then, sort it out on time. Unlike the lack of states that has other local governments under it and the likes of federal government. See, I feel it is very normal for Tinubu to, appoint some certain people. And luckily, the appointments he's doing does not have a population to compare to that of people that were elected. So it is very normal for him to even have a family of his own family, his own family. He should fit them in his own, cabinet. And yet, there will still be some certain people that, yes, they have their own personal interests.
Yes.
So the idea, you should remove them, you should put them. See, I can boldly tell you, even if that is, let me finish this one. Yeah, redeem. Do you know that there are some directions that you from headquarters? Because I'm actually an executive. Thank God you know.
Yes. We know where we are coming from.
Directive that he himself will give. And when you get to some local churches, like you're like, what is this? Is this still a redeemed church? And that is to show you that yes, it is not about you. All these people they put in this place, they are actually they are like you can't actually produce someone. You can't predict someone for like 1 year in full. You can only study. No, you can predict, but then you can't actually you can't actually say, okay, this is what this person will be like all through.
Yes.
All I'm saying in essence is Tinubu might actually be the one to receive that blame because of he's the number one.
Yes.
But we need to understand and sit back. Yes, the very problem of our country starts from the local aspect of which is the third tiers of government.
Yes.
Because if you're Tinubu will not come from Abuja to come out. Tinubu can't even see what we are doing now. Like, I'm so sorry to say. He does not even know if we are doing this. In as much as that's if you listen to the radio. Tinubu will not know what's going on in my family. He won't know what's going on in my streets. There's a local government chairman.
Yes.
Even councillor might know everything going on in his local government chairman might not know what is going on in all of his local governments. They are councillors. They are other executive under him that are supposed to do those jobs. You understand? Like, and that's why there's CDA, different. See, all those things are because they are created because they want things to be in order. And it is very form that everybody are just attacking Tinubu. Yes, he deserves it. But he cannot see everything. Same way, a father that actually leave his home and went to work just to fend for the family won't know when a child is actually being abused at home. Yes. It's only when the father has time, to come and then get someone to tell them, oh, when you are absent, there's someone that's always abused. You know what do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On my own side, but we need to understand that, please. And I like the idea that you give reason for youth and every other person not to give up on the country, not to give up on themselves. Yeah, I'm a party to that, but we need to just understand that side of government because I'm a government student. But I won't just get to hear this and then just overlook it. Like you said, if I have the chance to meet Tinubu, see, and like you said, what am I going to do? Is that what you said?
Yes. What are you going to give as an advice for the way forward from the current situation of the country?
See, to be frank with you, I jokingly say this when I'm with my friends, and I'm being real. See, the problem of an African man today, if you ask 1 million African man, they will tell you money.
Okay.
So I've actually seen a post, and then guys will be like, oh, can't they even bring this money and share it to people? See, to be frank with you, Tinubu is a wealthy man. Everybody in his cabinet, they are wealthy. I've always said this time to that number because I know definitely, don't be surprised when you get to see me in there. But then I know quite what that is. The reason why everybody are doing all these things is because to what? We have make this money. I can boldly tell you, there's nothing wrong in if Tinubu can make it that is everybody under his what's it called? His government, including the government, governor till the last people. There's nothing wrong. They can actually fulfill their salary for like 1 year. In as much as I know that it's not be poor man, they do politics.
That one deep.
Leave their salary for 1 year and they are able to distribute. Like, I know it's although still in Nigeria, it's not still work anyways. But I'm just saying, like,
I get what you...
At least for that 1 year, if Nigeria can experience that peace, financial peace. See, it is true that yes, peace, it is not defined by with money, but see, that is when you have money. There actually money you have, and I bet you like you might not even want to eat. I'm speaking from a layman, as in non-layman, like, understand it, because definitely not saying I'm sure you know that, but all well and good. Everybody are doing one or two because they want to have something to eat. And how can you have something to eat when you don't have money to get that thing to eat? So I feel if they can actually make it a thing, okay, fine, every one of them no salary, and then like, okay, fine, this money, the salary they're using to maybe subsidize, they actually, there's a particular cost citizen gets. I bet you for 1 year, don't worry, let the next year come, let them receive salary. The you that they give like last year, and then you don't know how to manage it, automatically you know that you have to be blamed, because Nigeria are so smart that yes, see, the moment you give us reason to make money, like
yes,
I can boldly tell you, out of 100% of Nigeria, I can say 85% we stick to that thing that makes them wealthy.
Yeah.
They will never be poor.
Yeah.
To be poor again. So for me, that's all I can say.
All right, Perpetua, we are totally out of time. You have 30 seconds for your parting words.
Okay. What I would say is that if I was to meet the president, the only thing I would tell him to do is make this work. Like, let's put more instead of this giving people money, it will not work. Let the law, like, take the people from the law that feels that anything goes. Because if we have a working system where everybody is accounted for and you are being judged based on what you do, there will be make money. There will be so many things to do. Like, the government even build a hospital, put every working equipment inside. The nurse will take it from the hospital and go and sell it and put it in our hospital just to be making our own money. So the form which the government have already provided for, we not get to use it. But if we have a working system where once they know you have done something like that, you will be into jail or court, but at least you account for your. We'll have a working system. That's when people money will not still work because people will use the money that they have to oppress the ones that have small ones to collect it. We need a working system where
We need
you
a
know
working
that
system.
if I do this thing, I will be accounted for it. I will go to jail. I will be disgraced. They will not do it. People will not do it. People are misbehaving because you will see somebody stealing and they will say, say police, how much is the money? And they will do it. People are doing things because they know get away with it. If we have a system where people don't get away with anything they can do, things will start working better. Nigeria is smart. They are the best and the worst. So you cannot tell me has created this set of people and they will now have this working system in their own country, and this country is not like the world leading country. No, once a good working system, everything will fall in place.
A good working system. C-Wave.
I'm with us. Okay, should I go on?
Yes, yes.
Okay, very quickly. First of all, let me make two things clear. When I said we should give hope to the people listening to us, I'm not saying that government does not affect how our life runs. If we have policies that that helps people, help businesses, helps family to live a better life, to improve the standard of living, that will be fine. But what I'm saying is, even in the absence of this, we can still strive. We are strong people. We are Africans. We are black, and we are strong. That is that. Then to my brother, yes, that you said concerning local government and all of that, that is true. I'm not, I'm not against that. But what I'm saying is, if all these people fail at the end, now still the head, which is Tinubu, now we go hold. Now that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that at the head now we go still hold. I understand that you can have local government and all of that, and you'll be doing your own thing. You'll be sending allocations to them, and they'll be using it for their own selfish interest. Last, we go hold one person. We cannot be giving excuses. We must hold one person. That's my point. I'm not saying that everything bad is totally coming from the head. But what I'm saying is, at the end, we go hold one person. We must. That is why we have the Oga Party.
Thank you.
So if I meet Tinubu today, I will tell Tinubu that Nigeria is in your hands, sir.
Yeah.
And we believe you can do better.
Once
you can do better, sir. So that's what I would.
Exactly. Thank you very much, everyone. Hopefully we'll do this again. And but this time around we would have a proper this one was impromptu. It was like I said earlier, it was an idea that just dropped in my mind late last night around 10-11, and then I decided to so we'll have this periodically every last Wednesday of the month. We'll have the town hall meeting every last Wednesday of the month, and hopefully the next edition will be more interacting, and we'll have more people to join us. Thank you very much, Oindamola. Thank you very much, Judith from Port Harcourt, Perpetua. I think Perpetua is still in Lagos, Seawave here in Lagos, and everyone that has watched us live on Facebook and on YouTube. We'll be back again at 1 p.m. for Real Estate in Nigeria program. Thank you guys, and God bless you all.
Time check.
8:44 p.m. Nigerian time. You guessed right. This is Billionaire City by Cedarwood, Amashai Quarters, Obanam. And we are glad to announce to you that our solar-enabled lamps now keep the estate lit at night. It is a fulfillment of one of our many promises to you to deliver the first tech-themed estate in the city of Asaba. Other development stages include water supply, completion of perimeter fencing, gatehouse, estate office, sport complex and variety block, housing the tech hub and co-work space, fitness center and spa, as well as grocery store. Before plots start selling at 25 million naira per 464 square meter, we invite you to subscribe today.